Here you have it, folks. UFC 248 is officially history. Israel Adesanya successfully defended the UFC middleweight championship against Yoel Romero, and Joanna, I don't know how you say her last name, and Weili Zhang fought the greatest women's fight in the history of MMA, period. Now, first off, let me just say that Weili Zhang came in perfect, like stand up. It went either way from both sides, and you could literally score it anybody, but I felt like Weili Zhang did enough to win the fight. But she tore Joanna's forehead the fuck up. Like, if you get a chance to re-look at her forehead, you would see, and you would just be like, God damn, that looks very, very bad. And also, Weili Zhang, true champion. She's definitely the truth. Like, there's no, contesting it. I think the best bet is probably see how does Rose come back? Does Rose eventually fight for the title again? Does she beat Andre for the second time? And if she does beat Andre, does she fight again for against Weili Zhang and go fight for the title again? Now, Yoel versus Izzy. I just want to say the first round was very, very questionable. Yoel landed a left hand that rocked Izzy back, and I felt like Yoel had the perfect formula and had almost the right game plan. He just couldn't pull the trigger. Now, with that being said, I think Yoel really, really needs to go to the drawing boards and create a new formula to his style, because the reason I say that is Yoel tries too hard to get a knockout. And it's safe to say that Yoel was a beast when he first came in. Now, when Yoel would fight, he would mix up his wrestling and his striking, and he would eventually get the job done. Now, it's just like all Yoel wants to do is get a knockout. And that's where he messed up against a guy who didn't really have to do too much, but he got the job done. Now, he was able to hurt Izzy earlier in the fight, and I think the eye even swelled up. His left eye swelled up. But Izzy started teeing off with leg kicks, which was able to get him the unanimous decision win. Now, the last 3 rounds was easily Izzy's. But with coming to the first earlier round, I kind of thought Yoel was going to go for the finish. And not to mention, he landed one takedown, and the other takedown got stuffed. But I felt like if that fight went to decision, it would hands down went to Izzy. And that's exactly what it did. Congratulations, Israel Adesanya. Paulo Costa's up next. I can honestly say that Paulo Costa just may be his toughest test to date, because later on in the year, Paulo Costa, who is undefeated just like him, who damn their careers are damn near identical, except Izzy has more fights. Paulo has an arsenal. Paulo's jacked as fuck. Paulo might even be a better version of Yoel. Not to mention he defeated Yoel later last year. I can't wait to see this fight. And hopefully after this fight, we may potentially get a super fight between Izzy versus Zhang. It's up to the UFC. It's not up to me. But I hope that fight does happen. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. I'm out.